Let's make something. Something beautiful together.
Hey guys, welcome to the Ace Who Plays channel and to another custom card review video. It's a new week. Hope you're all doing well, having a nice day, not melting away in the hot summer weather. So why don't you just sit down in front of your fan, in front of an open window, and enjoy this custom card review. I've got some great ones for you today, including one of my own towards the end, which I'm really happy to be able to show you. If you want to know how to submit your own custom cards, just stick around till the end of the video and I'll go over all that information then. But for right now, let's jump into some custom cards. This first one, these first three in fact, come from M. Khan, who is, anyone who's been on my streams will definitely recognize him. And yeah, he's just a swell bloke. But he's made some Nilfgaard cards for us, and we're going to start off with Benlo the Artieux. 4 strength, 9 provisions. He's a human knight. Deploy, lock all units in your opponent's hand until the end of their turn. Now, Khan has let me know that, as you can probably tell by the text, all the cards in the hand will be unlocked after the first turn, but if a card is played during the turn and it comes down locked, it will remain locked. So if the unit hits the board while being locked by this ability, it will stay locked. Otherwise, it will unlock after one turn. So obviously, the first thing you think of is if you do this before your opponent plays their last card, you might just deny pretty much their entire finisher from this. Which is a really strong ability. Khan suggests this might be bumped up to 10 provisions. Because of the strength of that ability. Outside of that used, what else could this be used for? Honestly, I don't think this would be too impactful outside of that particular thing. But I mean, that would be probably the main reason you would play this. But it's definitely a cool card, and especially against decks where you're able to anticipate what cards they want to play exactly, at each different turn. You might be able to just catch them off guard with Benlo and put them back a turn, which could be really good. But yeah, denying someone's finisher, ooh, that's huge. Imagine just locking Dagger 2 blades before Harold the Cripple tries to drop him down. You're denying him 8 points, which makes this a high value card. And there are many similar finishers in the game that this card would just straight up counter. But yeah, awesome card. Let us move on. Imperial Spy. 1 strength, 7 provisions, spying unit of course. Deploy, give adjacent units poison. So this is basically very similar to, what's it called? Rot Tosser. It's a spy, poisons adjacent units. Of course this one does it immediately, so your opponent does not get to counter this, which can make it really, really strong. Because you can guarantee you get to poison 2 units, and then you can just keep dishing out the poison every turn. Maybe play a second Imperial Spy, maybe play Fangs of the Empire. I hope you can hear the dog that is barking outside. It's really annoying. But yeah. And it is a spy, so of course it works with the spy archetype. This card actually made me think earlier about what will happen with the spy archetype, and I think maybe spies is just going to be... Maybe it should just remain like half an archetype, and then you combine it with other things. Like you combine it with this and Rot Tosser, you get like Spy Poison. You can combine it with Duchess's Informant. In Cantarella, you get Spy Assimilate. Maybe just spying is just like a core theme of Nilfgaard that you integrate with other things that they're doing. And of course, this would be a valuable asset to the Poison Spy archetype. Priced very high, which is probably for the best given the guaranteed poison on 2 adjacent units. So yeah, Imperial Spy. Potentially very strong. But that's exactly what Nilfgaard needs, right? Carus de l'Axud. I'm hoping I'm kind of pronouncing these semi-correctly. 3 strength, 8 provisions. Deploy, boost all allied mages in hand, deck, and on the board by 1. This is similar to Vesemir Mentor for Witchers, similar to Tamara Strenger for witch hunters, and you know, probably should be balanced based off of those. Not so much Vesemir, because that's a neutral card, but just for reference, that's 4 strength 10 provisions, I think. Whereas Tamara Strenger is 4 strength 7 provisions, but she deploys. On deploy, she boosts all witch hunters on the board, and then you can pay a tribute of 3. So effectively, she is closer to Vesemir Mentor in terms of like costing 7 plus 3, which is, you know, 3 coins, which is roughly 10 provisions. Of course, in a tribute deck with King of Beggars, she only costs 2 on the tribute. But this guy just coming down at 8 provisions, 3 strength, guaranteed boost all your mages. You know, that's just a term. That's just a case of balancing, right? Like, you'd have to put this in the game and see how it does. Maybe you should bump it up to 9 provisions or 4 strength, because just the guaranteed boost. Like, just look at Vesemir Mentor. That's a guaranteed boost. It costs 10. Witchers are really good. Of course, mages. Maybe mages aren't that good yet, but of course, in a perfect world, mages, witchers, witch hunters, they would all be equal power level, and so their, you know, their overall boosting cards should maybe be balanced more in terms of each other. But I mean, maybe this would be perfectly balanced. With the current mages we have, this should probably be even stronger, I guess. But let us move on. Alan Castilla, or Castilla, or Alan Castilla, who knows? You do. Has given us Corrupted Hemdall. Ooh, this is spicy. Human Cultist Warrior, 4 strength, 9 provisions, similar to OG Hemdall, which I really like. Reminds me of Corrupted Flaminica and Heime Flaminica. You know, same provision cost, same power. You know, looks similar, but one is definitely corrupted. Corrupted as hell, even. Like this. It has deploy Bloodthirst 5, gain immunity. Immunity is really strong, so Bloodthirst 5 might be necessary to balance out that. He is melee locked, like normal Hemdall. Every ally turn, on turn end, boosts health by 1 for every damaged unit on the battlefield. So it's like an ongoing engine version of Giant Boar. And I love Giant Boar. I love Hemdall. I love the design aspect behind Corrupted Flaminica. And if you just combine all of those, you get this boy. And man, does he look good. The only problem would be, of course, you want to put this down early. You know, because he gains, you know, every turn he'll gain points. But you want to get the Bloodthirst 5, which even with Arnulf will probably take you 4 or 5 turns. No, what am I saying? Like, I'm thinking 3 or 4 turns. And of course, you want to have damaged units on the battlefield, so this guy even gets the boost. So he would be kind of a mid-round engine, which I guess is kind of cool. Like, maybe we need more engines like that, because right now a lot of engine decks, like you have your hand, the 10-card hand, and they're all engines you want to get down as soon as possible. But having engines that are designed to be played in the middle of the round, so like you have kind of more leeway with, okay, these I gotta play now, this can wait, preferably should wait. I really enjoyed that concept, so yeah, this is a really cool card. I love this. I love everything about this. All of these cool cards coming together to make my boy. My boy's been corrupted and I love it. But yeah, awesome card. Moving on. Now, on the Discord, and also on email, I got this on email from Taha Farosh. There's been kind of a thing about redesigning leaders, and this is a similar design that I've seen before. Basically, people don't like Usurper, and they want him to copy the opponent's leader ability instead of disabling it. Taha said this should be 10 provisions, but Gwent Generator doesn't allow anything higher than 9, because they're still in the whole leaders have mulligans kind of deal. So they only have single digits. But she was thinking, I don't know why I think it's a she. Like, they were thinking 10 provisions for this. I don't have a problem with current Usurper. I actually really like it. When I play against Usurper, it's usually not his ability that I dislike. It's Dragon Stream and Shoop. Because for some reason, the lowest provision leader is the guy that plays these expensive dumbass cards. But like, this ability just wouldn't work. And especially not at 10 provisions. Because there's so many abilities like Dana, Queen Calanth, Aced. Like, they just would not work.